Hi everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial. In this video, we're going to walk you through the monthly budget planner spreadsheet, a simple yet powerful tool designed to help you manage your income, expenses, savings, and debts with ease. First of all, I need to mention that some tabs are protected to keep the formulas safe and functioning properly. If you try to edit these areas, you may see a warning pop up. You can choose to allow the edit if you need to customize, or simply press cancel to keep the formulas locked. Next, head over to the Instructions tab. Here you'll find the Authorized Securely button. Clicking it will prompt Google to give access to the AI Assistant, an optional feature that provides you with smart financial insights, spending breakdowns, and money-saving recommendations. If you'd like to use it, simply authorize it securely. If not, no worries, the planner itself works perfectly without it. Now that we've covered the instructions, let's move on to the Setup tab. This is one of the most important steps because it's where you'll lay the foundation for your entire budget planner. The information you enter here will automatically apply across the other tabs, so you only need to set it up once, and the planner will take care of the rest. The first thing you'll do is set your start date. All you need to do is enter the year, and then select the month from the drop-down menu. Next, choose your preferred currency. Right after that, you'll see the option to enable dark mode if you prefer a darker theme. This is completely optional, but if you enjoy working with a darker layout, simply switch it on and the planner will update its appearance. The Setup tab also gives you the option to list members and spenders if it's applicable to your situation. Now let's move to the bank accounts listing. This section has three main columns where you can add all your accounts: checking accounts, saving accounts, and credit card accounts. Just type in the names of the accounts you use. By doing this, you're setting up the foundation for accurate bank account tracking throughout the planner. Finally, in the Setup tab, you'll also find the Budget Categories listing. This part is divided into separate columns so you can clearly define all your categories. You'll have a place for income, bills, subscriptions, debts, savings, and expenses. Take your time to list these categories based on your real financial life. Once all of this is filled out, the planner will automatically apply the data across the related tabs, meaning you won't have to manually enter it again. Now that we've completed the Setup tab, let's move on to the Bank Accounts tab. This is where you'll track of all your accounts and monitor your balances in real time. The tab is divided into separate tables for each type of account: checking, saving, credit card, and cash. All the bank accounts you listed in the Setup tab are automatically populated in the drop-down menus here. This means you don't need to type anything again. Just select the account you want to work with. Once you select the account, you can optionally enter the account number and then input the starting balance for that account. As you continue using the planner, the deposit and withdrawal columns will be automatically filled based on the transactions and transfers you record elsewhere. So you don't need to do any manual calculations. The planner keeps everything updated for you. If you ever need to make a manual adjustment, there's an adjusted amount column where you can add corrections or changes. At the end of each table, you'll also see a last update date, which applies to all the tables and helps you track when the balances were last refreshed. Next, you'll find the Bank Transfers table. This is designed to make recording transfers between accounts simple and effortless. All you need to do is choose the From account and the To account from the drop-down menus, then enter the transfer amount and date. The spreadsheet automatically applies these transfers to the relevant accounts, so you don't have to worry about updating balances manually. At the very top of the tab, you'll notice auto-calculated balances along with visual charts. These summaries give you a quick, clear view of your account balances and overall financial health. Next, let's head over to the Recurring Transactions tab. This is where you enter all your repeating income and expenses, the things that happen on a regular basis. The tab is divided into 4 separate tables: income, bills, subscriptions, and debts. Starting with the subcategory column. This has a pre-filled drop-down list that comes directly from the Setup tab. All you need to do is select the subcategory for your transaction. After that, choose the frequency of the transaction. This could be monthly, bi-weekly, quarterly, whatever matches how often the transaction happens. Then, enter the amount of the transaction, along with the date it starts and the due date if there is one. In the column for member, assign the transaction to a person if you're budgeting with multiple members or spenders. And finally, choose the bank account that the transaction is tied to. Again, this dropdown is pre-filled from the Setup tab, so all of your accounts are already there and ready to select. Once these details are entered, the planner automatically applies this information across other tabs, meaning you don't have to re-enter them anywhere else. Now let's move on to the Transactions Variable tab. Unlike the recurring transactions we just looked at, this tab is designed for all of your one-time or irregular expenses and income. It's set up as a single table where you can log every detail of these transactions. To start, you need to enter a short description for the transaction so you can quickly identify it later. Next, add the amount, the date, and the member responsible for the transaction, if you're tracking multiple people. After that, select the depository account from the drop-down menu. This is where the money is going into. Then, choose the account source, which is where the money is coming from. Both of these drop-downs are automatically filled with the accounts you set up earlier, so it's quick and easy to assign the right accounts. The next step is to choose the subcategory for the transaction. Once you select it, the main category will be filled in automatically. This keeps everything consistent with your budget categories without you having to enter it twice. In the payment status, mark the transaction as either paid or unpaid. And finally, there's the 50, 30, 20 type column, where you can classify the transaction as a want, a need, or a saving. This makes it much easier to track your spending habits and see how well you're aligning with the 50, 30, 20 budgeting rule. Just like with recurring transactions, everything you enter here is automatically applied across the other tabs in the planner. That way, your dashboards, summaries, and reports are always up to date. Now let's move on to the Payment Tracker tab. This tab is one of the most important parts of the entire budget planner because it connects directly to your transactions and makes the monthly budget tabs work properly. When you open it, you'll see that the table is already pre-filled automatically with details pulled from transactions. This includes the amount, the date, the category, the bank account, and the member linked to each transaction. What you'll need to do here is very simple. If you want, you can add a short description for extra clarity on a transaction. Then, make sure to update the status column by marking each item as either paid or unpaid. Once something is paid, you also need to enter the payment date. It's really important to fill in this tab consistently because it acts as the foundation for the monthly budget tracking. If this tab isn't kept up to date, the following monthly tabs won't reflect your finances accurately. Next, let's take a look at the Monthly Calendar tab. This tab is fully automated and makes it really easy to visualize your payments and expenses throughout the month. At the top, choose the month you want to display and set the week start day, so you can decide whether you prefer your calendar to begin on a Monday or a Sunday. As soon as you make these selections, the calendar updates automatically. All of the transactions you entered in the Payment Tracker tab are pulled directly into this calendar. That means you don't have to type anything here. Everything is already filled automatically. Each transaction appears on the correct day, so you can see exactly what's coming up and what has already been paid. To make things even easier, the calendar uses color-coded payment statuses. You'll be able to instantly see which payments are marked as paid, which ones are still unpaid. Now let's move on to the monthly tabs, and we'll start with January as an example. Every month from January through December works exactly the same way, so once you understand how this tab works, you'll know how to use all of them. Each monthly tab is divided into 6 budget categories: income, bills, subscriptions, debts, savings, and expenses. These tables are already pre-filled automatically with the names of your categories, as well as the actual amounts based on the transactions you've entered. The only thing you need to do is enter your budgeted amounts for each category. Once you do that, the planner will automatically calculate the difference between what you planned and what actually happened. At the very top of the page, you'll find auto-calculated summaries. There's also a monthly summary table that is generated automatically with all the main categories, showing the budgeted amounts, the actual amounts, and the difference side by side. This gives you a complete overview of how your budget is performing for that month. So essentially, your job here is simple. Enter your budgeted amounts at the start of the month and then let the planner handle the rest. As you record your transactions, everything will update automatically, and by the end of the month, you'll have a clear, accurate picture of your financial progress. Now, let's move to the Savings Tracker tab. This tab is designed to help you track all of your savings goals in one place. You can start by listing up to 20 savings goals, entering the goal amount, and the starting amount for each. Once entered, the planner will automatically calculate the amount saved so far, the amount left to reach the goal, and the progress percentage, giving you a clear view of how close you are to achieving each goal. There is also a column to add a short note for each goal if needed, so you can include extra context or reminders. Below, there is an overview section for each savings goal that is filled automatically, summarizing your progress and making it easy to see the status of all your goals. Also, you'll find the contributions log table. Here, select the relevant savings goal from a drop-down menu, which is automatically populated from the goals you entered above. Then, simply enter the contribution amount and the date. These contributions are applied automatically to your savings goals and overview, updating your progress in real time. This ensures that every contribution is tracked accurately without any extra calculations on your part. Now move to the Net Worth Tracker tab. This tab is designed to give you a complete picture of your financial health over time. You start by listing all of your assets, organized by category, and then enter the amount for each month for every asset. Do the same for your liabilities, listing them by category and recording the monthly amounts. Once you enter these numbers, the spreadsheet automatically calculates your net worth growth and generates visual charts to show trends over time. By updating this tab each month, you can easily track how your assets and liabilities change, see your net worth improve, and have a clear, ongoing record of your financial progress. And that wraps up our complete walkthrough of the monthly budget planner spreadsheet. I hope this tutorial has helped you understand how to set up your planner, track your finances, and make the most of all its automated features. If you have any questions, need extra guidance, or want tips on using the spreadsheet more effectively, don't hesitate to reach out to us. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.